going on, Buffalo State Hockey? My name is Evan Harrington. I am here with men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy for another episode of Mondays with Murph. This is episode 19. We have a lot to get into as the season is coming to a close, regular season-wise. But first of all, how you doing, Coach?
I've been better, Evan.
All right. Not hockey related, but the football did. The Super Bowl did take place last night. Did you get a chance to watch the Super Bowl? And overall, just what were your thoughts about the game?
Watched a good chunk of it. That was a pretty good game, I thought. It was pretty back and forth for the most part. It was an offensive shootout, which I think I was expecting. But yeah, I thought overall it was a pretty entertaining game.
All right, so now let's get back into hockey, shifting from one sport to another. So we'll just quickly recap this past weekend. Obviously, not the weekend the team wanted overall, but we'll just talk about the first game on the road versus Geneseo. Was not the team's best outing as they didn't end up losing 6-0. In your opinion, just what went wrong for the team Friday night?
Everything. I just think that I didn't think we were ready to go from the drop of the puck. I didn't think we had much intensity throughout the game. I didn't think we had much pushback when they got some momentum. I think the overall general feel for me, at least from my perspective from the weekend, was we kind of clinched that playoff spot last weekend, and that seemed to be good enough for us. And we didn't stay hungry. We got complacent, and I think that was really disheartening from this weekend. All
right, so now let's talk about the second game from this past weekend, and that was against Brockport. The team did come out of the gate blazing. They scored the first 2 goals of the game. They were leading 2-0, but Brockport came back, fought really hard, and they ended up winning 5-3. What do you think led to the team's loss against Brockport on senior night?
It was much like the game against Potsdam, where we started with 2 goals in the first couple minutes. And then again, it was that was good enough for us. We thought we were going to coast through the game. We took 3 penalties in the first period. We didn't want to defend. We didn't want to defend all weekend. When you give up 11 goals in 2 games, that's just a blatant disregard to defense. We got away with it against the Potsdam game, where we were able to come back and beat them in overtime, but we didn't get away with it. We didn't get away with it on Saturday night. So, overall, it was just not a very good weekend, and not most certainly how we want to be playing with 2 games left in the regular season and heading before playoffs. So we got a lot to fix.
Yeah. So one thing that did happen over the weekend was it was senior night. And the team did honor the seniors. Can you just talk about this group of seniors and what they have meant to you in the program itself for their time they've spent here?
Yeah, we had a nice little banquet afterwards, and it's a large group of transfers in this senior class, and a couple guys that have been with us for 4 years, with Nikita and Emil, and with Andrew Logar, and then you got the handful of senior transfers and stuff like that. But you know what, they've really, it was the dinner after the night, the whole thing, just kind of celebrate their time here at Buff State, and all the hard work and dedication they've put into the program the last 2 to 4 years. So it was a great night, obviously, just to recognize those guys, and kind of one more home game farewell to kind of end their careers.
All right, so let's fast forward to this weekend. The next game is against the Oswego State Lakers on the road. They currently have a 14-8-1 overall record with a 10-4 conference record, currently sitting second in the SUNYAC. The last time the team played versus Oswego, they did end up beating us 5-2. What does the team have to do this time around to play against a very tough Oswego team that's currently sitting second in the standings?
Yeah, we've got to be willing to play a full 60 minutes, and we better be ready to go right from the drop of the puck, or it's going to be a long night again for us, like it was these past 2 games. So, we've got to move forward. We've got work to do. We've got 4 days here to really hammer home what we need to hammer home. But I think it's also a time that we want to use the 2 games this weekend to prepare ourselves for next Wednesday. So I just want to see our guys take some positive steps to get back to playing the way that we're capable of playing. But in order to do that, we've got to start to play on our toes and anticipate and most certainly think and process the game a lot faster than we were this weekend. I think we need to get our intensity and our hunger back, and really our passion to win for sure. I didn't think we had much commitment or passion for anything this weekend.
All right, so the weekend doesn't get much easier as the team has to play another opponent that is right with them in the standings, and that is the Cortland Red Dragons. They have a 14-8-1 overall record with a 9-5 conference record. Last time the two teams met, the Bengals did end up beating them 4-2 in a really good effort and showing to end the first semester. But this would be a different Cortland team now as the playoffs are coming around for both teams. They're kind of in a similar spot. What do the Bengals have to do to go up against a really tough Portland team?
Yeah, that'll be. We're obviously playing them next Wednesday, so that'll be interesting. I don't know how the outlook of that game will look. Whether obviously both teams, we can still get a home game if we are able to win out, or if they're able to lose both games this weekend. So we kind of control it, but in a way don't. So. It'll be interesting just to see how much both teams kind of show, knowing that we play each other about 4 days later. So, we'll kind of get through Friday night and see how Saturday is going to play out and stuff like that. But it'll be a good test for us just to close the season. But again, knowing that we play them again Wednesday, it'll be interesting here.
All right, coming down to the final parts of the regular season, as the head coach, what is your message to the team, knowing that playoffs are literally just right around the corner, even though the regular season's just kind of wrapping up?
Yeah, well, we're going to obviously meet today, and we're going to have a really, really long and hard practice today. There's some kinks that we need to work out, and we need to start to get everyone on the same page, and really have the next 8 days to do this. Not that you don't want to focus on the games Friday and Saturday, but you're really just trying to build for that Wednesday game to win one hockey game and kind of survive and advance to the next round. So we'll start to get to work today and iron out some things, watch some video, really sit down and go over the things that we've got to sort out. But we need to get our hunger back, and we need to get our intensity back. We can't just, with a snap of fingers, it doesn't just turn back on come next Wednesday. It went missing this weekend, and we've got to have that coming up here this Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, so you're saying this week of practice can be very intense for the guys, probably more intense than it's been all season long.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, that has been another episode of Mondays with Murph, episode 19 with myself, Evan Harrington, and men's head hockey coach Steve Murphy. I just want to say thank you for you guys always tuning in and listening every Monday to listen to head coach Steve Murphy deliver his thoughts and opinions on the Bengals hockey. My name is Evan Harrington for hosting it every Monday. We will see you guys next Monday for another episode of Mondays with Murph.